Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's good to have you, it's good to be back. I want to start off this video by apologizing to all of you for being very absent for the past few months. I don't have a good excuse, but I will tell you the reason for it anyway. Basically, as you all know, I have immigrated to a new country and I started a new job. So the job that I have is really great, but unfortunately it's not the usual routine that I'm used to. So I have had a bit of a rough time just adjusting to the new lifestyle that I have. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, and I'm very pleased to be here still. But unfortunately, immigration is not easy and change is something that I really struggle with personally. So this new change that I've had to deal with has really taken its toll, and unfortunately that means that a lot of things that I enjoy doing, such as filming YouTube videos, have been put on the back burner. So I feel like I'm in a bit more of a routine now. I'm feeling a little bit more adjusted with my job and the situation that I'm basically working with at the moment. So I thought that I would film a YouTube video. It is a change of season, so it's a perfect time for this. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on and the reason for my absence. So for those of you who have stuck around despite my lack of uploading, thank you so much. I really appreciate your continued support despite the fact that I haven't been around. So now that I have got that out the way and explained to you why I've been absent, I would like to tell you what today's video is about. So as I said, it's a change of season. We are slowly creeping towards autumn. I can see the leaves outside my window changing colors, and I've decided to do a little bit of shopping for the season. I did come with quite a few winter pieces, but I've realized that Porto is going to be a lot colder than I had anticipated, and I don't think I have pieces that are warm enough to suit the weather. So even though I am currently shopping for autumn, I am also thinking about the upcoming winter. It is a longer winter than what I am used to, so I'm trying to prepare myself as best I can for that. So that being said, this video is a bit of a collective haul. It is mostly autumn pieces, but I do think that layered properly, all of these items can be worn into the winter as well. Fingers crossed. I don't know how cold it's going to be this year. Apparently last year it was a fluke winter and it was colder than normal, but I'm hoping that this year it won't be too bad for this South African girl who is very used to very mild winters. So we'll see. But I thought I'd share what I have picked up in the meantime. So let's start with the items. So the first item I want to show you is a random straggler. I have not purchased anything else for the season from this store, and it is this really beautiful camel colored knit from Primark. It is quite warm. It has nice balloon sleeves, and the arm has a different sort of knit pattern, which is really pretty. It's very subtle, you don't notice it too much. It also has a mock neck, which I really like. I did get this in my normal size as well, which is a size small. You can definitely size up if you want an extra oversized look, but for me personally, I felt like this one was oversized in a comfortable way for my style. I really like how it sits on the body. With this particular item as well, it is made using recycled plastics, and it does have some wool mix as well. I think it's 7% wool, so it should be slightly warmer. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But that interested me personally because I really like buying wool jerseys. It is also really soft and not itchy on the skin, although to be honest with you, jerseys like this, I always wear something underneath. I really don't like wearing this kind of thing without a top or a tank or something underneath it. I don't know, it's just not comfortable for me. So even though it's soft, I would still wear something underneath it. So if you are a little bit sensitive to different fabrics, that is a solution for you with this, although to be honest I don't think it should be a problem. I really like it. It is very comfortable on. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about this item. The next couple of items I am going to show you are from H&M, and this was an online order, so I didn't get to go in store and actually purchase the stuff and touch it and feel it and see it beforehand. So with two of the items that I bought, it wasn't quite what I was expecting, despite really liking the items anyway. So the first one is this pair of jeans. So these are the loose fit mom jeans. This is not actually what I had ordered from the store. I had ordered just the normal regular mom jeans, and I don't know why these came, but I decided after trying them on that I liked them enough to keep them anyway. They are quite ballooned on the leg, which is not my favorite look, to be perfectly honest. So when I wear these, because I have tried them a couple of times with a few outfits, I either want to wear a tighter fitting top, or I want to wear something a little bit more feminine to balance out how masculine these pants actually look on. In the try on clip, I will show you how it kind of balloons out from the hip. That is not my favorite, and I think that's the thing that makes these jeans not on the top of my list of jeans that I own. Despite that though, they are comfortable, they do look really nice, they are different, and it's a different style for me personally than what I'm used to wearing. So I'm glad that I have them in my wardrobe. It just wasn't what I was expecting or anticipating, unfortunately. I also just want to apologize for the sun. It is intermittent clouds and sunshine, and I'm really struggling to control the lighting at the moment. So if it's too bright one moment and a bit dull the next, I am really sorry. I'm trying my best. But yeah. The next item I have is this knitted cardigan, also from H&M. And basically this is the only item from H&M that I bought that is exactly what I wanted. I did get it in a size medium, and this knit you could basically wear as a top if you wanted to, but the reason why I purchased it was actually because sitting at my desk the whole day, I don't know, but I get really cold, and I just wanted something that was a little bit more professional but also didn't look overdone because I do work from home. So wearing a blazer is just odd. So I decided to pick this cardigan up, which I really absolutely love this item. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, and I'll actually wear it for purposes other than just work. And that's saying something from somebody who really actually doesn't like cardigans at all. It's not a trend that I enjoy. I don't know, I find them personally really hard to style. So for me to say I like a cardigan, you must know I like the cardigan, guys. But yeah, it's really simple. There's nothing fancy about it whatsoever, but it's soft. It is serving its purpose for me, and I just really enjoy wearing it, especially while I'm working, and it just makes me look a little bit more put together and professional. So that one is a thumbs up from me. Next up is a blazer. So you guys basically cannot see this blazer whatsoever, but it is another black blazer. And the reason that I decided to purchase this was actually because I wanted to replace the buttons on this blazer to some gold and pearl buttons on the cuffs, as well as the double-breasted buttons as well. I had seen a blazer, I think it was on H&M, it could have been maybe Mango, I'm not sure, and it was out of stock completely in all the sizes that I could have possibly bought it in. And I thought, well, instead of being on the hunt for this blazer, I will just buy a different one and replace the buttons myself. So the reason why this item is not exactly what I expected is because of the fabric. So it's almost like a linen type fabric, even though it is not linen whatsoever. And it's just too casual for those kinds of buttons. So I love this blazer. I love the fit. I love the way it looks on. It is really such a staple piece in anyone's wardrobe. But it's just not the purpose that I had intended for it, because I do already own a black blazer, and I wanted something that was a little bit more formal that I could jazz up every now and then, and unfortunately with this, it's just not going to be possible. I think it's going to look really silly if I change the buttons to the ones I had intended to use. To be honest with you, I don't actually like the buttons that are on this blazer, and that's why when I purchased it, I wasn't really concerned about what buttons there were. But I'm thinking of just changing the buttons to casual ones, but ones that I like a little bit more, just to make it look a bit nicer. I do also have this blazer in the cream color, and I don't know why, but the cream one feels a little bit more sturdy. It feels a little bit better quality than this one as well. So I guess there is also an element of disappointment for this product there as well, because I was expecting the same quality and it's not. Especially for the price point, it's not the cheapest blazer you're going to find on the market, not the most expensive by any means, but I was just expecting a little bit more from it. So even though I love this piece and I will be keeping it, it's just not quite what I wanted, basically. So yeah. So we have moved on from H&M and we are now in Zara territory. So to preface this, I don't normally buy that many items from Zara. Not that I don't like Zara, it's actually a store that I really enjoy, but first of all, I don't like the websites. I don't like the way they dress the models. It's weird. It's difficult to see the items, and I prefer going in store. That being said, some of the items Zara has are just a little bit crazy, and yeah, it's not always my favorite place to shop. But I did go in the other day and I saw a couple of pieces that I really liked and I thought would be really good staples for this season. So I did go and pick up a couple of things, and that's what I'm going to be showing you now. So the first one is this very basic turtleneck, polo neck jersey. It is quite slim fitting. It is a fine knit, nothing fancy, also not going to be particularly warm either. So for this item, I bought it in a size small, which is the smallest it goes. Okay, I didn't know that. So basically this is the smallest size that they have, and for this particular item I wanted it to be slim fitting but big enough that I could still fit a long sleeves or a vest underneath it, and I feel like this fits perfectly for that. Now I do actually have a polo neck jersey very similar to this that I bought with me from South Africa, but that particular knit is very sentimental to me. It was given to me by the lady who basically helped raise me, my second mom, and she has since passed on. So I am very nervous of damaging it and not being able to keep it for a long time, because it's one of the few items that I have bought with me from her. So to kind of maintain the wear on that one, I decided to purchase a different one, and that is why I picked this up. The other reason that I really like this item is because on the sleeves have this really pretty like champagne gold, almost rose gold looking false buttons, and I just think that it adds a really nice detail to something that is really super simple. Now for this item, I have not tried it on, so I'm not sure exactly how it fits me. The other items I showed you from H&M I have worn and tried, so I know exactly the fit on my body, but I have a pretty good idea of how this is going to fit because it's a pretty standard knit anyway. But yeah, that's what I picked up. Very boring, it's very basic, but I actually really needed it, so there you go. We have another knit, which is this lovely creamy nude turtleneck, polo neck, that is exactly the same as the black one that I've just shown you. I wanted to get another color just because I feel like these are so staple and basic in my wardrobe that I absolutely need them. So I chose this color, although there is a red, maybe a green, I think, I don't remember, but there are other colors that you can pick from. And I basically chose this for the same reasons as the black one. The only difference is that I felt like I needed to sort of break up my wardrobe a little bit with warmer tones, so beige, nudes, browns, because in the wintertime I tend to wear head to toe black day in and day out. And sometimes I feel like it's a little bit monotonous and it gets a little bit boring and a little bit depressing, although black is my favorite color to wear. So I decided to pick this one up and I'm really pleased with it. Again, it's really soft and I think it's going to be a piece that's going to do me a lot of justice this season. It also has these beautiful buttons, fake buttons on the sleeve that just really attracted me. And yeah, I think that I'm going to enjoy wearing this and styling it because the options are basically endless with both of these pieces. So here's to hoping these items last a good long while. Also, another thing, I do not hang my knits like this. I put them on hangers just to make it a little bit easier to show you guys, but normally they're folded in my cupboard because I do know that hanging knits stretches them out and damages them. So if you are hanging your knits, I suggest you make a plan and don't do that anymore. But yeah, that's the next piece. So the next item I have to show you is the wild card of this haul. It is a pair of leather trousers and they look like this. So pretty usual at the top. They have real pockets in the front and real pockets at the back. They also have belt loops so you can cinch in the waist if you want to or need to. So up in the front here, it looks all good, all normal, standard. And the wild part is basically the shape of the leg. They are very, very wide-legged. And I basically don't wear anything this wide-legged. So I'm not sure how I feel about them. When I put them on, I really like them, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to style them in a way that suits my style, even though I really like the way they look. So if these are just not being worn by me, my sister has already told me that she will happily rehome them. So that's the plan if I cannot make them work. But basically, they are called the marine pants. I don't know why they're called that, but it is what it is. I got them in a size 34, which is a hit or miss for me. Sometimes the 34 fits really well, and sometimes the 34 is a bit too tight. But these ones are very, very comfortable on the waist, even though they are still cinching me in a little bit and creating a bit of definition, which I personally really like. They also have the circle on the label, so I don't know what that means again. I know there's the square, the circle, and the triangle, but I don't remember what those symbols stand for. So if you know, leave it in the comments so that I can see. But yeah, that's basically what they look like. Of course, you'll see it much better on the cutaway, and I will also kind of give you an idea of how I would wear it. But yeah, so these are my wild card. So the next item is the only pair of shoes that I bought for the season so far. And basically, I know that boots that are trending at the moment are quite chunky. I've seen the ones with the colorful soles, and I have a pair of chunky boots already, so I didn't need another pair. I also have a pair of really stunning kitten-heeled boots that are pointy and laced up, and they're gorgeous. The only problem is they are real leather and they're made out of, I don't know if it's lambskin or what, but they are so incredibly soft that they get damaged so easily. So I very seldom wear them unless I know I'm not going to be walking around a lot. So I needed an intermediary type of shoe that is still classy, that is still elegant and elevated. Not quite like the chunky ones, but not as elevated as my other ones. So I picked up these. So they are a very pretty faux croc effect, almost patent looking shoe, and I really like them, firstly because they have a block heel, so hopefully on the cobblestone they'll be relatively comfortable to walk in. They are also not overly high, it's got quite a basic height as well, so hopefully I'll be able to wear them for long periods of time. The other thing that I really liked about them is that they have an almond shaped toe and not the really square shape. I know that the square toe is trending and everybody loves it, but it's not my favorite. I can't get on board with it. There's just something about it to me that just it just doesn't appeal to me. So when I saw that these didn't have that like really hectic square toe, I thought, here is a good in between. So they're classy enough to be dressed up, but they're also casual enough to be worn day to day. I bought them in my usual size, which is a size 37 or a size 4, and they were 40 euros, so not too badly priced. The insole does have real leather as well, although everything else is not leather. And they are pretty comfortable from what I've tried them on. I haven't really gone walking in them or anything. As you can see, the tag is still there. But yeah, I really like them. I'm really pleased with them, and I think they're going to do me a lot of justice throughout the autumn-winter season, hopefully. So the last place that I picked some things up from is Mango. And this is the first time that I have personally shopped for Mango myself. Even though we had Mango in South Africa, to me they were just incredibly overpriced and I just couldn't budget buying from them. But here they are a little bit more affordable, even though I would say out of all the shops that I have bought from, they are the most expensive. So I will be showing you what I got. Very simple, a pair of earrings. I'll show them to you up close, but basically they are like this wavy shaped earring. They are stunning in this gold. They have a really interesting clasp as well that I've never actually seen before. They are quite heavy earrings, to be perfectly honest with you, and the only thing that I don't like about them is that it doesn't matter which way you put them on. The curve is in the same direction, so it's like you're wearing 2 left earrings or 2 right earrings instead of them curving both in or curving both out. I'll show you in the cutaways what I mean, but it's not a huge issue. I just wish I had picked that up before I bought them, because that may have changed my mind. I do think they are a really stunning earring, and if you have your hair up and like out of your face, these could be a really beautiful statement, you know, to make without being like overly statement, you know what I mean? But I really like these. I will be wearing them. Hopefully they don't tarnish too quickly, because they are not real gold and they're not gold plated either, but I'm happy with them, so can't complain. I'm going to throw a very random item into this. It is not from Mango, but before I forget and before I don't film it, it is this gold hair clip. So it is from Continent. I bought it because I am going to be going to get my hair cut tomorrow, and I just felt like having a really pretty claw clip could be a nice way to style my shorter hair. So it's not from Mango. I thought I would just show you guys anyway, because I've been seeing them a lot and I think it's a nice way to wear the claw clip trend without having to wear like a plastic clip that kind of, it doesn't elevate the outfit, whereas this will. So it has not been worn by me at all yet, because I'm waiting to do my hair first. But yeah, I thought I would just mention that I got it and that I really like it, and I think you should get one too. So go out and get one. So the final item of this haul is my hero piece. It is an item that I have wanted for probably 10, maybe 15 years. So at the time when I first really started liking this particular item, I was too young to even consider wearing one. I would have looked ridiculous. But now that I'm older, I have been really keeping an eye out for it and wanting to purchase one. Back in South Africa, unfortunately, the stores that sold this particular item was a little bit out of my price range, and I just never purchased one because I wanted to buy something that was good quality. So I have managed to get my hands on one here, and I am thrilled. I'm so excited about it. So let me show you. It is a trench coat. So this, of course, is from Mango. It is lined, which is specifically what I was looking for. I just didn't see the point of buying an unlined coat, especially for the autumn season. For summer, I can understand, but for autumn, I was just, I didn't want to buy an unlined one. So this one was a little bit more expensive. You can definitely get cheaper ones on the market, although you can also get much more expensive ones. And basically, it's just this really beautiful double-breasted one. It does have cuffed sleeves as well, so adjustable buttons that you can kind of customize to how tight you want it to sit on the wrist. It is also an extra long one, so it comes down to my calves instead of just above the knee. So that was another requirement. It had to be below the knee, not above it. So this is just, I'm ecstatic about it. I can't tell you how excited I am. This is made with eco-friendly and recycled fabrics and apparently sustainable cotton. So that's good, I guess, as well. I did buy this in a size small, and I was a little bit worried that it would be too small. But to be honest with you, I can comfortably fit a chunky knit under this and it will still look right. I will still feel comfortable in it. If I had gone for a medium, it would not have fitted me at all. I think I would have looked crazy because it just would have been too baggy. Whereas with this one, I think it fits just right. I love the color. It really does feel like amazing quality as well. So I'm really pleased with this purchase. And yeah, I definitely think if you are looking for a trench coat, run, don't walk for this item. It is gorgeous. So that is it for this haul. I will have all the items linked down below for you so that you can find them. And if I can't find the item online, I will try link something similar. Although, to be honest with you, only the knit from Primark I don't know if I will find online. Everything else should be online because other than the Zara purchase, everything else was bought online to begin with. So I will have that linked for you. If I can find alternatives, I will link that for you as well. So thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for your support. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, hit the bell notification as well so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. I will be seeing you next week at the same time, same place. Thank you once again for all your support. I love you guys and goodbye.